Hello students, welcome again in the another session. In the last session we have studied all the theoretical part regarding basic concepts in geometry. The link of that video is given in the description below. Just have a look. In this session we are going to solve some examples based on those concepts. So let's start. The first problem is about the number line. The question is, find the distances with the help of the number line. Here it is the number line given, origin O. To the right, we have 5 points A, B, C, D, E with coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 respectively. And to the left of the origin, we have points H, J, K, P, Q with coordinates -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So to find the distance between any 2 points on the number line, we have to subtract the smaller coordinate from the larger coordinate. Here we have to find the distance between points B and E. Here the coordinate of point E is 5 and the coordinate of point B is 2. To find the distance between point E and B, we have to subtract the smaller coordinate 2 from 5, that is 5 minus 2. So we get the distance BE as 5 minus 2, that's 3. Which can be verified from the diagram, that is, if we measure the units between point B and E are 1, 2 and 3. So the distance between point B and E is 3 units. Then we have another problem. We have to find the distance between points P and C. So again, as we can see here, the coordinate of P is -4 and that of C is 3. As 3 is a positive number, it is always greater than the negative number, that is -4. So we have to subtract -4 from 3, which is the larger coordinate. So to find the distance PC, we have to subtract -4 from 3, that is 3 minus, as -4 is a negative number, it should be taken in bracket, that is equal to 3 minus minus will become plus 4, which is equal to 7. So the distance PC is equal to 7 units. Then we have another distance to find, it is distance OE. So O stands for the origin, whose coordinate is 0, and that of E is 5. So we know that 0 is always less than 5. So to find the distance OE, we have to subtract 0 from 5, that is 5 minus 0. So if we do the subtraction, we will get 5. So distance OE is 5 units. Consider the next problem. If the coordinates of point A is -1 and that of B is 7, then find the distance AB. So instead giving a number line or a diagram, here we are given the coordinates of 2 points, and from that we have to find distance AB, that is distance between points A and B. So by the same method we have to subtract a smaller coordinate from the larger one. So here the smaller coordinate is 1 and the larger coordinate is 7. So we have to subtract 1 from 7, that is 7 minus 1 is 6. So the distance AB is 6. Now the next problem is, from the information given below, find which of the point is between the other 2 points. If the points are not collinear, state so. First problem is given here, distance PR is equal to 7, distance PQ is equal to 10 and distance QR is equal to 3. So 3 points are given here, P, Q and R. First we have to decide whether these 3 points are collinear or not, and if they are collinear, then we have to find which point is between the other two. So here the two smaller distances are distance PR and distance QR, which are respectively 7 and 3. So if we add 7 plus 3, we will get 10, which is the largest distance amongst all. So here we can have distance PR plus 3 is the distance QR is equal to, distance PQ is 10, so instead of 10 we can write distance PQ. So here we can see here distance PQ is equal to distance PR plus distance QR. That means here points P, Q, R are collinear points. Now we have to decide which point is between the other two. So if we consider distance PR and distance QR, the common vertex in these distances is R. So from that we can conclude that P and Q are the endpoints. So if we draw a diagram, so this is a segment PQ where points P and Q are endpoints and point R is between P and Q. So that distance PR is 7 and distance QR is 3. And if we add 7 plus 3, we will get distance PQ, which is 10. So in this case, we can see here point R is between P and Q. Similarly, we have another problem. The same question is there. The distance RS is given to be 8, distance ST is 6 and distance RT is 4. So again the same question is there. So before we decide which point is between the other two, first we have to decide whether these points are collinear or not. So to be 3 points collinear, we must have the sum of two smaller distances must be equal to the distance or the larger distance. So here the two smaller distances are distance ST and distance RT, which are 6 and 4 respectively. So if we add 6 and 4, it will be equal to 10. And the distance, the largest distance is given distance RS. So here we can observe that distance ST plus distance RT, which is not equal to distance RS, because distance RS is 8. So here 6 plus 4, which is not equal to 8, because 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. That's why as the sum of two smaller distances is not equal to the largest distance, here these 3 points, that is R, S and T, are not collinear. Therefore point R, S and T are not collinear. And as these 3 points are not collinear, there must not be the relation of betweenness. So there is no point is between the other two. Now the next problem, there are points X, Y and Z which are given collinear, such that distance XY is equal to 17, distance YZ is equal to 8, and from that we have to find distance XZ. Now for this there are two possibilities. In the first possibility, if the point Y is between X and Z, then if we draw a diagram where points X and Z are the endpoints and point Y is between X and Z, then distance XY is 17, distance YZ is 8. So in this case, if we have to find distance XZ is equal to distance XY plus distance YZ. As point Y is between X and Z, we can write this because the reason should be there, X dash Y dash Z. That means points X, Y and Z are collinear points. Now here distance XY, which is given to be 17, plus distance YZ, which is also given to be 8. So 17 plus 8 is equal to 25. So distance XZ is equal to 25. So this is the answer, or this is the distance between points X and Z if point Y is between X and Z. Now there is a second possibility that points X and Y are the end points and point Z is between X and Y. If this is the case, then we can write here that distance XY is equal to distance XZ plus distance ZY, as points X, Z and Y are collinear points, that is X dash Z dash Y. So now if we replace the distances, distance XY is given to be 17 is equal to distance XZ, which we have to find. So write it as it is, plus distance ZY, which is again given to be 8. So if we transfer 8 to this side, it will be 17 minus 8, that is equal to distance xz. So if we subtract 8 from 17, we'll get 9 is equal to distance xz, that is distance xz is equal to 9. So for the second case or the second possibility, we have the distance xz as 9. So these are the two possibilities. So that's why we have two answers for this question. Here is the next question. Which figure is formed by three non-collinear points? Now suppose if there are 3 points given which are collinear, that means they are lying on the same line, then there is only one diagram that we get is a line. Now our question is, if there are 3 non-collinear points, which diagram we would get? So suppose if we take 3 non-collinear points, suppose this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Now these 3 points are non-collinear, that means they are not on the same line. So now we can draw a line which passes through points B and C. So this is the first line. Then we can draw a line which passes through point B and A. So this is the second line we get. And now finally we'll join or we'll draw a line which passes through points A and C. So if we join all these 3 points by drawing 3 lines, we get a diagram here, or we get the figure here, and that is a triangle. So this is the question, this is the answer of our question, that if there are 3 non-collinear points, then we will get a triangle. The next problem is, the following table shows points on number line and their coordinates. Decide whether the pair of segments given below the table are congruent or not. So here the points, 5 points are given, A, B, C, D, E, with the coordinates -3, 5, 2, -7 and 9 respectively. Now here the first problem is given here. 2 segments are given, segment DE and segment AB. We have to decide whether these 2 segments are congruent or not. So to be congruent, 2 segments must have equal lengths. So if we have to find the lengths of these 2 segments, we have to use the formula, that is distance DE is equal to, first we have to find the distance DE. For that we have to subtract the smaller coordinate from the larger coordinate. So the coordinate of point D is -7 and coordinate of E is 9. So here 9 is a positive number which is always greater than a negative number. So the smaller coordinate here is -7. So we have to subtract -7 from 9. So 9 minus, now minus sign is there, so we should take -7 in bracket, that is equal to 9 minus minus will become +7, that is equal to 16. So distance DE is 16. That means the length of segment DE is equal to 16 units. Similarly, we have to find the length of the second segment, that is distance AB. Now for this also we have to compare their coordinates. The coordinate of point A is -3 and coordinate of point B is 5. So again the smaller coordinate is a negative number, that is -3. So we have to subtract it from 5. So 5 minus -3 in bracket, that is equal to 5 minus minus will become +3, that is equal to 8. So the distance between points A and B is 8. That means distance AB is equal to 8. That means length AB, that is length of segment AB, is 8 units. Now we can compare the length of segment DE with the length of segment AB. And as we can see here, these lengths are not equal. That is, the length of DE is 16 units and length of AB is 8 units. That means length of DE is not equal to length of segment AB. That means these two segments are not congruent. Therefore segment DE is not congruent to segment AB. Similarly, if we are given any two segments, we can compare those two segments in the same way, and we can decide whether those two segments are congruent or not. The next problem is, point M is the midpoint of segment AB. If AB, distance AB is 8, then find the length of AM. So as it is given that point M is the midpoint of segment AB, so suppose this is segment AB and M is the midpoint of segment AB, so let this be point M, and as it is the midpoint of segment AB, which makes two equal parts of AB, that means AM must be congruent with BM. So from this we can write AM is equal to BM. Now here the length of segment AB is given and it is 8. Now if we have to find the relation between AM and AB, as AM and MB are equal, that means AM must be half of segment AB. So we can write here AM is equal to 1/2 of length AB, as the reason is here, it is given that M is the midpoint of segment AB. So if we replace the values here, 1/2 into the length of segment AB is given to be 8, so if we divide we'll get 4. So the length of segment AM is 4. The next problem is based on the comparison of segments. So there are three segments given. If AB is equal to 5 cm, BP is equal to 2 cm and AP is equal to 3.4 cm. And the question is, we have to compare these segments. So if there are three segments, suppose this is segment AB, 5 cm, PB, which is 2 cm, and the length of AP, which is given to be 3.4 cm, and we have to compare these three segments. Now as the length of the segment BP is 2 cm, which is the smallest amongst all these three segments, so 2 is smaller than 3.4, which is smaller than 5. So here 2 is the length of segment BP, therefore segment BP is the smallest segment amongst all these three segments. Then 3.4 is the length of segment AP, so the segment AP is greater than segment BP, and 5 is the length of segment AB, that's why segment AB is the largest segment amongst all these three. So this is the comparison, or this is the way by which we can do comparison of any segments. These are very few examples that we have solved here. To be perfect, you have to solve more and more examples from textbook. So keep practicing. I hope you understand the topic. Thanks for watching.